what's happening. I'm trying something different, but anyway, I've been doing a lot of studying, of course, and a lot of digging in. It's something I'm really noticing, what I've been learning about myself by, coming in this kind of lifestyle is, man, we got to be careful about what we tell ourselves. And, sometimes we can talk ourselves into believing stuff about us. And when we get in this state of, where we got low self-esteem going on, and we got this identity of who we are, all based on these things like how we've been treated, or maybe it's how you've treated your children, how you've conducted your life, through drug addiction, through bad relationships, and you get this idea of who you are based on that, and it's really jacked up, man, because it's so easy to believe stuff when you got proof. When you got proof to back up what you're thinking, it's easy to believe it. And that brings me to the Holy Bible. Because when you come into this walk, man, and I didn't know this stuff, it's so crazy. But today I remember all the stuff of what I've done and what's been done to me. Had a pretty messed up childhood, and I could just cry you a river at how I've been done. I could sit here and write a book on all the terrible things that I experienced, how all the horrible things that were done to me. Just such a sad, sad little story. And where is that going to get me? What kind of, what is that going to do for me? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And guess who would want me there in that thinking? The enemy. And I was stuck there, man, for a long time. So, and even now, okay, so I'm that person's dead, and I am born again. And, I might not be a very good Christian, but I am a Christian, and I do love Jesus. I'm not one of them guys that, I'm not just like flowers and butterflies and Jesus is love and we're all God's children, blah, 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 blah. I'm one of those guys that believes that, it's not about works, it's about faith, blah, 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 blah. But I still think, man, I'm so convicted, I gotta do something. I mean, if I sit on my hands and just say, yay, Jesus, I'm not doing nothing for God's kingdom. And I'm not satisfied. I want, the minute that he took over my life, I didn't know a word of the Bible. I didn't know nothing, and I just wanted to go tell somebody, man. But anyway, man, we got to be careful about this language we use. We got to be careful what we look for, man. We look for, man, you start looking for how you've been done wrong and how bad you got it and how unfair life is, boy, you will find it. You start looking for what's wrong with this person I'm in this relationship with. Why don't you? Someone told me this, man. This is awesome. Check it out. Okay, say you're with this person and you want to make this relationship work with them, or maybe you've been with them for a long time and it's been kind of a rocky road, and maybe you're not getting out of them what you really want out of a relationship, or maybe they're just they're not bad half the time, but the other half it's just like they do stuff that just really irritates you, or you wish they'd change this about them, you wish they'd change this. Check this out. That's just this self-centered thinking, man. And I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me. And a good chance that you got it too. But you got to get honest with yourself and look at yourself honestly. So write down a list. I mean, you get you a big piece of paper and make a list of everything. You know, maybe make 2 lists. Make a one column, maybe a whole couple pages full of stuff that you wish that they would do that in a relationship. You're the person you want to be in this relationship and make this relationship better with. Write down a list of everything you wish they would do for you, things you wish that they would change about how they act, how they would treat you, things they would do for you. Make that big, long list. Everything. Put it all on there. And then, don't give it to them. Become that. Become everything on that list. No expectations. Don't get rid of all this stuff that, oh, they didn't do the dishes. Well, then I'm just going to leave my plate laying right here, and someone else can pick it up. Or, oh, someone left their shoes in front of the door. Well, then I guess I'm going to kick my boots off right here too. Oh, someone, it's that tis for tat. Man, that's a dead-end road, man. You are living in an expectation. That's your whole. You're gonna wrap your relationship up on one big giant expectation, and an expectation always leads to disappointment, leads to resentment. It don't bring life. So, really, man, the moral of the story always goes back to quit thinking about yourself. It don't mean to think less of yourself, but think of yourself less. And so back and okay, so what you're looking for, you will find, man. You start looking for false teachers and false this, false that. Guess what? You're gonna find nothing but false, because guess what? Everybody makes mistakes. And you give it some time, they're going to have YouTube videos made about me. I promise you, and, or, just whatever. And you know what? I got to be okay with that, because I got to be okay with people talking behind my back. I got to be okay with people, you hear some chit chat going on. Oh yeah, they're this and that. You know what? I got to smile at them and say, praise Jesus, because you ain't got no effect on me, man, because I am in the Spirit. Now, if I'm over here getting all bent out of shape, oh, they said that about me? Well, did you know this about them? And they did this and this and this, and man, I'm getting mad enough I really want to fight them, I'm in my 50s, and I want to beat them up. I'm gonna get tough, and I'm gonna get rough, and I'm gonna beat them up. I'm gonna beat them up because they're making me mad. Come on, man. That is telling me that I'm allowed, and I was the worst about this, man. And not necessarily on the wanting to beat people up, but someone treat me bad, man, it would just destroy me. And I wasn't even aware of the fact that they were having a bad day. And I'm just so looking for my own gratification. Oh, wow, they treated me wrong. I wonder what did I do wrong? Well, I didn't do nothing wrong. They're having a bad day. And I got to allow people to have a bad day. Or maybe these people are miserable, and they ain't got nothing better to do than to gossip, cut people down, talk trash. Because you know what people that have a trashy life and trash on the inside, it comes out. and it comes out of their mouth. And you put trash in, and then you get trash coming out. And you watch them people. You won't see them reading one of these books. And if you're reading one of these books, you should be aware of what's coming out of your mouth. You should be talking life. Even if you can't stand that person, that means you still got a little bit of darkness going on inside of you. And you need Jesus. And cutting other people down might give you gives you this false sense of feeling better about yourself. But in reality, you're ripping yourself down lower and lower and lower and farther away from God, and you are the one that turns your back on God. Because he's right there, man. He might be shaking his head like, come on, man. This ain't, you know, come on. This ain't no reflection. You know, you're not being a reflection. Looky here, man. God says, if you seek me, you will find me. With your whole heart. Not just when things are going horrible. Seek him when things are going good. Pray for your enemies. Do not give them power over you. Do not, they don't have any authority over you unless you just throw it up. Say, okay, I think I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you push. Nobody can push your buttons. If they're pushing your buttons, you shouldn't have no buttons. You hear me? You shouldn't have no buttons, man. You should have a book. And you read the book, and you let it soak into you. And you pray to God, not read your stupid horoscope, or get your little healing crystals. You pray to God, and you read the Bible, and you talk good. Talk good about yourself. Not bragging about yourself. Just talk good. Say, man. Talk good about other people. Lift people up. Show them how to love. Be an example. When people see you, make them wonder what has gotten into this guy or this lady. Why are they so happy? There ain't nothing to be happy about. Oh, yes, there is. If you ain't got your head laying on a rock at night, then you got one reason to be happy. If you got food and you've ate dinner tonight, there's another reason, and I could go on and on and on. And there's countries full of people that don't have the stuff we got, and we spend, people who spend their time crying, sometimes they're just not ready yet. Sometimes they just don't know the truth. And the truth is a person. And his name is Jesus. So, I hope you got something out of that. I love you guys. And have a good night. And I'll see you tomorrow.